1 degrees downtown, not bad actually. But my prediction, well, blowing out of the water, literally. But that's better than the weatherman's 17 degrees today. Knew he wasn't going to make that. Really, really did. Now, let's do this and... That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 15 after 11 o'clock, 21 degrees. Now, for everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live right now, got to welcome you along. I really, really do. Thank you for joining us. If later you're going to be watching it on YouTube, you know what to do. Sub, thumb, bell, bingo. You got it, yeah? You know exactly what I'm talking about. That way you get notifications for when we're doing things much like this. Now, when I first heard about Nitty Gritty, I thought the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was coming back, but then I was corrected and said, no, this is Nitty Gritty GR. I said, never heard of him. I was enlightened. I really, really was. Let me tell you, Nitty Gritty, who is Greg Roberts, by the way, was born in Memphis, Tennessee, now residing in Somerville in Tennessee. I haven't been to Tennessee for a while now, actually, I've got to be honest with you, where he calls home. He brings a unique style of country rap, hip-hop, which is heavily rooted in the lifestyles of country folks. Nitty Gritty GR, aka Greg Roberts, is a multi-award winning country rap artist and songwriter, entertainer from Tennessee. He's currently touring. Are you still currently touring, my friend? Let me just bring you up here. Are you currently touring right now?
Yes, I'm due to, I got a show. My last show of the year will be Friday.
Okay.
So tomorrow.
Okay, I'm rather surprised at that, especially, and I've got to welcome you along too, by the way. Thank you for joining us here at Galaxy. Now, I am kind of surprised at that, being, you know, it's a kind of a surreal time right now with this COVID virus thing going on. Are you getting many at your gigs?
Not like thousands or nothing like that, you know, and it's an outdoors event, so everybody's, you know, doing what they're supposed to do, so. Yeah, social distancing, and believe me, this reminds me of back in the day when AIDS first came along. Everybody was told that they need to be wearing full body condoms. These days you need the full body condom with the air conditioning. Right.
You do, you really do. Now let's kick off the show, and as I say to you, Greg, absolutely elated to have you with us right here at Galaxy. He's live, Nitty Gritty GR, and break out the big guns. So, have you got yourself a stiff drink? You might need one by the end of this.
Yes, I can get one. I can get somebody to bring me one.
Either that, you might either need a stiff drink or, well, I can recommend a good therapist.
Nah, my wife will bring me one. She'll bring me something to drink here in a second.
Nice. And believe me, you really might need one. But having said that...
Hey, Chris.
Chris?
No, not Chris Berry or...
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Thank
thought
you for
your
joining
husband...
us.
Yeah, I thought your husband was sleeping. No. Dear. Got that so wrong. I really did. So what we got playing right now, Greg, is Break Out the Big Gun. So we'll have a chat about that. And I see that you're on all the majors as far as being able to get in touch with you. We'll have a chat about that as well, because I know that's a fan question already. And yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We'll have a talk about that as well. And then we'll go up to 3 up, 1 down.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Galaxy. 21 degrees right now. It's rather warm inside here, believe me. Add another 10 degrees and you can understand. I'd say that's roughly about 90 plus Fahrenheit. About there. It's starting to heat up. It really is. Yeah, so believe me, it's getting this is winter for us. Well, we're coming into spring, I've got to be honest with you, and well, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like we've actually had a winter this year. Very minimal rain, lots of heat, I've got to be honest with you, unseasonably. Normally we're about anything from 13 to 18 degrees Celsius. We've been averaging about 21 degrees, you know what I mean? So just weird right now. For those of you that haven't yet gone downtown and given some blood work, you know they are having a blood drive this morning. Go and check it out down at Islington Street, down at the town hall. Believe me, you'd be a hero. You really, really would. Each donation saves up to 3 lives. Think about that. Think about it. And it's worth a cup of tea and a biscuit as well. It really is. If you want to know more information, give Linda a call, 0800 448 325. And I'm joined live, coming out of Somerville. And I got to ask you, Greg, tell me a little bit about Somerville.
Well, it's just a little country town, about 40 to 45 minutes east of Memphis, and about 2 hours from Nashville.
Okay. It sounds like a nice place. Believe me, we here are in a little town as well, but we're surrounded by about 3 major cities, if you know what I mean. So maybe an hour's drive in any which direction. Well, if you went an hour's drive in one direction, you'd be halfway in the ocean, wouldn't you? But we've got cities really close to us, if you know what I mean. So where we are, a little milling town, I've got to be honest with you. It's a great place. Now, let me be honest, it's not easy getting an interview with us here at Galaxy. It's straight up. Barbara gets about 30 to 50 bands a day contact her wanting to do the interviews, the promotions, everything like that. And then she takes that to production. They sort of whittle it down because we've only got a certain amount of time in a week to be able to do these, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I'd look like I'm 90 years of age when I'm only 21 anyway, you know what I mean? So that goes to a board. The board is majorly concerned about our image. It's got to be good. After that, once it's ticked all those boxes, it comes to me in the form of maybe a USB kind of device that I Bluetooth onto my car stereo, and I go driving and listening to the music. Now, 2 reasons for that, and believe me, it gives me no information. It just comes up on my thing as track 1. I don't know the title of the song or the name of the artist, anything like that. So to do the interview, it's got to be on its own merits. Now, 2 reasons I do that is A, nobody can influence me if I want to do the interview, but secondly, really, nobody wants to come driving with me. They kind of think going sideways is unnatural, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As I
appreciate having me. Yeah, I mean, it means a lot, man.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. The very first song I heard of yours was Break Out the Big Guns. Now, literally, I pulled the car over opened up the car doors, cranked up the stereo, cracked a cold one, took in the surrounds at the time, and just absolutely loved it. I really, really did. So, tell me a little bit about Break Out the Big Guns.
Well, Break Out the Big Guns is just saying basically break out the baddest racking horse and single footing horse, you know, that's out there. And it was inspired by an event called Big Guns, which was one of the biggest straightaway racking horse and single footing event.
Okay, now I'm going to talk to you a little later on about racking horsing and the meanings of them, where they come from, everything like that. And believe me, I know 15.2 hands, that's about 62 inches or 157 centimetres. These are not small horses, really, are they? They're really not small. But fan question for you, my friend, and I know the answer to this, but are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Twitter? But more importantly, do you respond?
I respond to each and everybody that, you know, comments or messages me. I make sure I reply back.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that, my friend. Now you're going to get another 5,000 Facebook fans. You'll be there all day.
Bring it on.
You'll get no work done, literally. And at the same time, we are talking to the man himself, and believe me, absolutely loving his music, Greg Roberts from the Nitty Gritty GR. And, well, 3 up, 1 down. Kind of confused about 3 up, 1 down. How would you like to explain what 3 up, 1 down is?
Say it one more time.
Tell me all about 3 up, 1 down. What is 3 up, 1 down?
3 up, 1 down is single footing. It's called single footing. It's a racking horse, but it's when the horses, when you see them with 3 feet off the ground and 1 foot planted down on the ground.
Okay.
That's what 3 up.
I get it now. I understand now because, believe me, I've had something to do with racehorses over the years, and if you ever have a look at the slow motion of a racehorse running, there's always 1 foot on the ground. You'll never get the whole horse off the ground. There's always something there that's touching the ground. So believe me, I get that now. I really do. So live right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined by Greg Roberts from Nitty Gritty GR. Here is 3 up, 1 down. So while this pandemic's going on, are you writing more music right now?
Oh yeah, it's giving me time to do new music, and actually I got a new single that I'm waiting on the release date right now, and it's set to go. It's set to drop, and I'm about to get back in the studio and record more songs. So.
Nice. Will you come back and talk about them with us? Will you give us a copy as well?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. Because believe me, Greg, as I said to you, we love your music here. Now, I've been a studio engineer for almost 40 years and also done front of house. I've toured the world a couple of times with some pretty major bands, and really I love your work. I can't fault your work. So I'm going to ask you actually what was the recording studio you got your work done on. Give them a plug, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Nice. I like that, because believe me, not enough recording studios and producers and everybody get enough credit, and they do they do such a big job. They're such a huge part of a person's career, and believe me, they can be pretty bad sometimes, but when you get a good one, yeah, keep them. You do. 64 countries right now tuned in, my friend.
Wow.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Bad at all.
Believe me, I'll let you know later the numbers that are hooked in. You'll be surprised. But it's about average for us.
Wow.
But I made the mistake one day of telling one young lady before we started, and she got all shy and didn't come back again. True. It took us about a month to get her back on again, and she goes, "Was that for real?" I said, "Yes. Yeah, it's about an average hour." Kind of. I says to her, "Don't worry about it. It's only you and me. Everybody else are voyeurs."
Right. Yeah.
Only just us. Don't worry about it.
And our Facebookers, they can see what you're up to. So
Yeah.
you can make
That's really scary. You see, I've got the
Hi,
perfect
Abraham.
face for radio, and then Barbara comes along and
Hi,
introduces
Andrew.
cameras to the studio, and before
Chris,
you
of
know it,
course.
we're doing things like this.
Thanks for the clap. I hope you're
We've been doing
enjoying
this
that.
for about 6 years now. I actually had a guy from Reno yesterday. He says, "You know, I've gone to the YouTube sites, I've had a look, and it goes forever. I'm just scrolling and scrolling." I says, "Yeah, we're down a few thousand now, to be honest with you."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very impressed. He was. So, the I've lost one. There's one.
Oh, you did too.
I did too. It didn't take coming up. So the next song we're going to do is Trail Riding.
Yeah.
And
Trail ride.
they're the three that we have for you. I would dearly love to be able to do a more extended one, maybe about an hour or so, if you know what I mean, and get this in. But I'm so honoured to be able to play those three songs here, because believe me, each and every one of them are getting requested.
Wow.
They really are, my bro. You're a superstar here at Galaxy.
Wow. Thanks. I appreciate it.
And we're looking forward to watching your career as you go through it.
Definitely, absolutely.
Awesome.
Now, I'm just wondering, have you ever been signed?
Never.
Never?
Never signed.
If somebody asked you, would you consider it?
Yeah, if the conditions are right, you know,
Okay,
things
okay.
are, you know.
I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine in the UK who has a label, and I'm sure he will absolutely love you. Think about that for a minute, and we'll talk about it next time round. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear, I kind of missed the cue on that one, I've got to be honest with you. I'm sorry about that. I was too busy talking to Greg Roberts from Nitty GR about a few little bits and pieces that might be in the pipeline, so I do apologise about that. It is 27 away from 12 o'clock, 23 degrees downtown, heading for that, well, it's already headed for the 20 that I had, but Barbara definitely is going to win today, absolutely. In fact, I think she's already won. Yeah. But she learned from somebody, I don't know who she picked it up from, but my goodness, she's showing me how to be able to do my job now, that's for sure, at predicting what the weather's going to be. Unfortunately, the weatherman is still yet to learn. Thursday, October the 8th, and absolutely loving having Greg Roberts from Nitty GR with us, and 3 up, 1 down, we just played that. Having said that, over there right now, obviously you're not doing a lot of concerts and stuff, as much as you would be anyway, but I would take it that now is the time that you're starting to record more. Now, where are you recording right now? Give us a shout out for your recording studio.
My recording studio and my producer that produced 3 Up, 1 Down, Big Guns, and Trail Riding is Anthony Dula Holmes. It's at Reality Record Studio in Memphis, Tennessee.
There you go. Because I believe that not enough people give accolades to the studios themselves, because they are so important to the creation of a song. Believe me, they can muck it up so much. But when they get it right, much like what they have here with Greg Roberts' music, I think they need a pat on the back. Big accolades for them, really. Now, let's get into this with racking horses. You see, I'd never heard of it before until somebody mentioned it a couple of days ago, and literally I'm envisaging they're putting horses into little cubby holes. Not so apparently. Now, one of these horses can weigh up to about 1,000 pounds, literally. It's 15.2 hands high. I got the DOS Somebody clued me in. I've been reading it fascinated, literally. But at the end of the day,
That's good.
And I see you're allowed to use chains and everything on certain horses, certain breeds, everything like that. But what it doesn't tell me is, what does a racking horse do?
Well, a racking horse does a ambling gait. It's a 4-beat gait, and it's a smooth ride to where, you know, the horse is putting one foot on the ground at a time.
Okay, now, is this, you see, for me, I kind of liken horses back in the day where they used to, like the old Clydesdales, pull the trees and everything out of the bush. You know what I mean? Either that or the cowboy who has the horses that go and round up all the stairs and all the meat. Is that what a racking horse does?
No.
Okay, so what does one of these do basically for a profession? I get the gait, I get the walk and everything like that, but what does it do for a profession?
They show in the ring, and most do trail riding, and, you know, they ride for comfortable, you know, they're a good, comfortable, smooth ride that's, you know, you're able to ride for up to hours and miles because the ride is not bumpy. You know, it's comfortable, it's smooth, you can drink your beer or whatever you want to drink and not waste it, you know.
Nice. So basically it's the limo of the horse if you want to go riding.
Right.
Like
exactly.
that. I like that. And yeah, wouldn't want to spill my beer. Not good. Believe me. And certainly not like everybody else over that way that drink light beer. We here in New Zealand, we kind of drink something a little more sturdy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to get arrested for drinking and driving, make it worthwhile.
That's right.
Yep, have two.
Don't drink and drive.
No, you might spill your beer.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive car anyway.
No, exactly not. No, absolutely don't do that. And I recommend you don't do that because, believe me, it's not good for your license or anything else. Literally, you could hurt people. You really can, and yourself. Don't do it.
Right.
So, we've discussed that the racking horse is good for trail riding. Literally, we've broken it down, come down to the limo of trail riding horses. Now, you just couldn't contain yourself now. You had to bring out a song called Trail Riding.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about this.
I had to give everybody something for the trail riders. I did 3 Up, 1 Down and Break Out the Big Guns. You know, those were more of the speed, you know, and the hyper songs to get them hyped up and all that, you know. But trail riding was for everybody to relax and trail ride, whether they're in the mountains or trail riding through the woods or, you know, just trail riding on the dirt roads.
Well, I got to let you know, my friend, and since we've been playing it, this literally has struck a chord with a lot of our on-air audience. We don't call them fans, we call them our on-air audience because, believe me, they tune in, they take part. And right now we've got up to 1,812 requests for this particular song since we've been playing it here at Galaxy. And believe me, when we first started, Greg, what we did was we didn't say anything, we just played it. And straight away, people wanted to know more about it. Who was it? What was the name of the song? Yada, 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 yada. We started getting a lot of requests for it. So we started talking about it on air. And before you know it, we're getting more requests. Now the receptionist says, I'm not writing it down anymore. It's going on a USB. You deal with it.
It's too much.
It really is. And, well, you know, she's a good girl too. She really is.
Yeah.
Good old Sarah. But right here at Galaxy 107 FM is, of course, the man himself and Nitty Gritty GR as Trail Riding. I dropped that. How you feeling there, my bro?
Feeling good. Feeling
Nice.
great.
Nice.
Anne-Marie says, hi, big bro.
Oh, Anne-Marie's watching.
You don't forget he was at JC Awards.
Who? Anne-Marie?
Anne-Marie
Yes,
Shea, yes.
Yeah, I call her my little sister.
Yeah, she called you big bro. She's a lovely girl.
And
Yeah,
Amanda's
great
watching
voice.
Mum.
I mean, great voice. To be so young, you know.
Yeah, believe me, and she's going to go a long way, especially with her mum,
Oh.
Amanda Garrett behind her as well. I mean, talented lady pushing Anne-Marie like that.
Sky's the word.
Exactly. Now, I want to let you know, I was talking to you just briefly about my friend who has a label. Anne-Marie actually is signed to that particular label. So you've got some friends there. But if you want, we will talk about it right after we do this interview. And
Okay. Talking about John.
yeah. Do you know John?
Yeah. I spoke with him briefly through Messenger, you know.
Okay, well, I tell you what, I'll give John a little pat on the back as well and get him onto you because, believe me, I don't recommend many people, but I would like to recommend you to him because of the style of music, how classy it is. I love your music, and I think he will too.
It's different.
I don't sort of tap him on the shoulder often because I don't like dealing in his business. His business is his. We have a mutual respect there. But as I say, when I find somebody like you, and if you're already familiar with them, let me give him a little tap on the shoulder because he will prick up his ears and say, okay. He'll probably want to talk to you on Skype, much like we are.
Yeah.
And believe me, he's a great guy, but he's English. You know what I mean?
Oh, now.
It's just bloody English. That's all it is. But yeah, we would love to be able to see you at the castle. He does a festival there at the castle. He has his own radio station and he has podcasts. He has connections all the way through to Europe, all the way down into Bangladesh and India. So that means that the promotions for you just get exponential now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having said that, maybe you might even consider coming to New Zealand and playing in front of New Zealand audiences. Would you consider that?
Oh, yeah. It would be awesome.
Nice. Well, stay in touch. Barbara runs her own entertainment company that brings bands into the country. Having said that, of course, the borders are closed right now, but we don't foresee that happening forever. You know what I mean?
Right. It's got to open back up.
Sooner or later, it's just got to happen. So we would love to be able to showcase your music in front of Kiwi audience. And believe me, I got to let you know though, we're a little crazy. We like.
I like crazy.
Oh, we're up for shenanigans, bro. We really are up for some shenanigans. So, but yeah, think about that. And when we come back together and do a full interview, we'll talk about that and everything. Believe me. And by that stage, there's no harm in talking to John. Really, it's I'll introduce. I'll do an introduction. He will take notice, and he will contact you. Believe me, he will.
Okay.
I've done it again. Forgotten to turn the mic on. I'm just getting too into this. I really am. 15 away from 12 o'clock, 21 degrees. It's hot up in here, really. If you add an extra 10 degrees for all the computers and everything inside here, you can understand now. Thursday, October the 8th, and don't forget, folks, blood drive is happening downtown at the town hall right now, all the way through until 12:30. Go and make a donation. One donation saves 3 lives. You're a hero. You really are. Go and check it out. But in the meantime, we're joined live by Greg Roberts from the band Nitty GR, and I'm absolutely elated to be able to talk to Greg. I love this style of music. I really, really do. And hope that he will come back again and we can do a full interview, maybe about another 3 songs on top of that, so that we can make it worthwhile, make it a bit butty, you know what I mean? And get into a few things like maybe he would consider coming to New Zealand and playing in front of New Zealand audiences while he's here. We'll, dip him over the water a little bit, go to Australia as well, do maybe a half a dozen shows over there, only because we love their money.
Everybody likes a little bit of money.
Yeah, you got to have a little something, don't you?
Yeah, yes sir, I agree.
And well, believe me, when you come here to New Zealand, we will show you around. We would be very proud to show you a number of places here in New Zealand. Make a bit of money, and we'll make a bit of fun of Australia as well. I'm known for it. I'm sorry, I am absolutely known for it. Even the broad. Sorry?
It would be fun.
Oh, absolutely. But I got to warn you straight up, bail money. Just make sure you got a little bit of bail money put aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's all about the shenanigans. It really, really is. Right. Stay there. Don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to do a couple of crazy things next. But in the meantime, back over to Studio B. Here's Tommy James and Shondel's Crystal Blue.
5 George K.
5 George K.
5 George K. 496 Broadway between Bloom and Springs.
It's time to break out the big guns. Break out the big guns. So you might as well run. It's time to break out the big guns. The big guns, the big guns. It's time to break out the big guns. Gonna have a whole lot of fun. Break out the big guns. The big guns, the big guns.
Anklefoot, slanging gravel. That horse getting up the road. He showed the travel, knocking it off. OB, picking that cone, coming down the strip. They say he got it quickly. Wanna see a disappearing trick? Getting gone like he stole something. Dust trail like a road runner. People steady running their mouth, but when they wanna buy a horse, they come to the side. We steady taking them out, make them eat us, show them what we talking about. Like a 30 on the GPS. A bad mother, shut your mouth, describe the bed. These old trucks, they wanna buy them outside of the US.
It's time to break out the big guns. Break out the big guns. So you might as well run. It's time to break out the big guns. The big guns, the big guns. It's time to break out the big guns. Gonna have a whole lot of fun. Break out the big guns. The big guns, the big guns.
Camped out for the weekend, just kicking it with my equine friends. Waiting on the main race to begin. And everybody want their favorite horse to win. They moving so fast, it's exciting. They call one Tennessee White Lightning. The action we seeing, I'm liking. Yeah, we came to see some thunder striking. People coming from all over the world.